Solutions in Peoria. Here with you every Friday at 9 p.m. on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. My show, we're going to be talking about pain management with therapeutic massage and trigger point therapy. Um, Therapeutic massage is not just basic massage. Basic massage is great for the body, a lot of benefits to getting regular massage. But when you actually have pain issues that have been nagging you for years and years and you want to get rid of them, you need therapeutic massage and, most importantly, trigger point therapy. This is real lasting pain relief for headaches, back pains, migraines, sciatic pain, foot, leg, and ham numbness, and much more. It's safe, natural, and gentle. By finding and releasing the knot in the muscle that's irritating the nerve causing the pain goes away, even decades old pain. And I've had lots of experience with people with decades old pain that had kind of given up hope on ever finding anything that would actually help. And they end up going to the doctor and getting prescriptions for pain pills. Pain pills are not the answer when you have an issue like that. Yes, they will normally make you not feel the pain for a while, but that can be dangerous because when you have an injury in a muscle or bone or anywhere and you take pain pills, you cannot feel that you're doing movements or activities that are hurting it worse. If you aren't taking the pills and you start moving the wrong way, you feel pain because it's your body telling you, hey, stop what you're doing because you're going to injure yourself even worse than you already are. And unfortunately, pain pills, been throughout time have been called happy pills as well for a reason, because people enjoy the sensation, and unfortunately a lot of people become addicted, and they end up becoming dependent on the pills. The problems they have don't get better, and the pills eventually stop working. I can't tell you how many people I've had that have been on migraine medications, and basically they tell me, well, the migraine medications I'm taking don't really work. And I want to say, well, why are you still taking them? But I don't say that because I'm not going to go against anything that somebody if somebody trusts their doctor and they want to, take pills as prescribed, it always is a good idea to talk to your doctor before you stop taking any kind of medications. But they come to me and, they get on the table and they tell me what's going on. And I know what causes these problems. I don't look at just the symptom. Someone tells me, hey, I get headaches. And I'll ask them, I'll say, where do you get the headache? Is it behind your eye? Is it across your forehead? Is it the back of the head, the top of the head? Because headaches are caused most of the time. I mean, I'll give a conservative estimate of 99% of the time, probably much more than that, by knots in the muscle, tension in the muscle that is putting pressure on the nerve that goes to a specific region of the head. That's why people get different types of headaches, because the tension they have in their muscle is on different nerves. And it goes along with the same thing with back pain, hip pain, the sciatic pain that people get. There's a big difference. Everyone's heard of someone says they have sciatica. Sciatica is caused by a bulging disc, herniated disc, ruptured disc that's on the sciatic nerve at the spine. But most of the time, it's something that's most commonly piriformis syndrome. Now, syndrome just makes it sound bad, but the piriformis muscle is the muscle at the base of your spine on the sacrum that goes to your hip bone. That's your pivoting muscle. So if you're twist and keep one foot planted in the same position, it's that muscle. And on between 30 and 40% of people, the sciatic nerve goes right through the middle of that muscle. Everybody else, it's tucked right up underneath it. So when that muscle gets strained, gets knots in it, it's going to agitate that nerve, which is going to send signals either up or down that nerve. Like I've explained before, there's two types of nerves. There's sensory nerves that sends a signal to your brain from an area of your body. That's lets you know you stepped on something because you feel it. And then there's the motor nerve that sends the signal back from your brain down to your legs saying, ooh, what I step in, step back off of it. Or ouch, what I step on. And when you have a knot on a muscle, it could be bothering that nerve, sending signals either up the sensory nerve to your brain, making you think that you're feeling something at the other end of the nerve, like in your foot, your leg, or it could be sending a signal down the motor nerve, like sending a signal into your calf. That's just this random signal that's not a true signal, a command by your brain saying, I want to move my calf muscle. This is just something just taps the edge of that nerve. Little signal goes down and tells just one set of fibers in that calf muscle of yours, hey, flex from point A to point B and don't stop till you get there, no matter what. And thus you have a cramp in your calf or cramp in your foot. And it's really, oh, by the way, if you do get a cramp in your calf or another muscle, one of the easiest ways to release that is just to grab onto the thickest part of the muscle and squeeze really hard. Because if you do that, you're basically going to trick the muscle into thinking it has achieved flexing from point A to point B, and then it can go ahead and relax. So that's kind of just a little tip to alleviate a cramp, because we normally try to flex the leg in a different position, but now we're fighting where it's already got this signal telling it to go. But what I do is not like what doctors do. I listen to the client. They tell me what the issue is, be it shoulder, hip, leg, headache, and then I check the muscles during the massage. Start off with basic massage just to warm up the muscles so they're a little loosened up, easier to work with. And then I know which muscles are on which nerves that lead to which parts of the body. And I start feeling around in the muscle until I feel the knot in the muscle. We call them a trigger point. And a knot in the muscle is the muscle's made up of fibers. Just like when you tear apart a piece of chicken, it comes apart in little strings. Those are muscle fibers. And when a muscle is held tight for long periods of time, over tightened suddenly, or impacted, some of those fibers get stuck in the tight position, and then it stops blood flow because blood cannot flow through a tight muscle. And once that happens, you've got some fibers that cannot release anymore, and they go from end to end on the muscle, those fibers. So now if you think of a loose thread on a sweater or a shirt, and you grab it and try to just pull it really hard, hoping it'll break, but it doesn't. And it just bunches up the whole shirt in that area because all the other fibers are working together with that fiber. So one goes, they all bunch up. Same thing happens with your muscle fibers. Now you got some bunched up muscle fibers, and all the healthy muscle fibers around it, they can't relax either because they're connected to it. So they start getting knotted too. And before you know, you got a whole group of knots that is pressing up against the nerve. What I do that's different is I know the anatomy of the body. I take the time, I communicate with the client, and I feel for the knot. I put a little bit of pressure on it. It's not like trying to squeeze something out of something. It's just putting just enough pressure that the body decides, hey, I can't hold this anymore. I'm going to release it back into the bloodstream. I let off, fresh blood comes in, everything works great. I've had a lot of them, really amazing successes. And I do have offices in Peoria. Wednesday, I have an office in Goodyear I can work on. And I also work at Urban Wellness. That's in Phoenix. My prices at my locations is only $50 an hour. And I give a discount for new clients. And it's only $59 an hour at Urban Wellness. They also have yoga classes, meditation classes, a lot of great stuff there. And we're also going to take some calls this evening. If you have any questions about pain situations, or how they can be corrected or how you can avoid them. If you have questions, call KFNX at 602-277-5369. Again, that's 602-277-5369. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to Pain Management Arizona. I'm Bob Miller. And when we come back, we will take some questions and talk more about pain and some other things. Maybe relevant, maybe not relevant. Stay tuned.
If you got no place to go, when you're feeling down, if you're all alone, with a pretty birds have flown and the I'm still free, take a chance on me, gonna do my best.
There are lots of good reasons to take a good quality multivitamin. Even the best eating plans can fall short of meeting all of the necessary nutrients you need each day. Emerald Laboratories offers different multivitamin formulas with specialty men's, women's, and prenatal formulas to meet individual needs. Each formula contains coenzyme activated forms of B2, B6, and folic acid, Albion minerals, the gold standard in mineral chelates, vitamin K as MK7, and full spectrum mixed tocopherols, tocotrienols, and carotenoids. Folic acid is one of the standout nutrients in these formulas. 46% of the U.S. population does not process folic acid properly, putting them at greater risk for premature heart attack and stroke, depression, and even schizophrenia. Taking a once daily multivitamin is an easy way to fill in small nutritional gaps. Learn more about Emerald Laboratories' science-based multivitamin formulas by going to ultralaboratories.com. That's ultralaboratories.com.
Get to know the locals behind local businesses Saturdays at 3 p.m. The Phoenix Network, broadcasting live July 14th from North Mountain Brewing Company in Sunny Slope. Hear Candy Berkner Fragoso tell their story. Purium distributor Allison Rand, Your Contract Shop founder Megan Porth, and others as they tell their stories. The Phoenix Network, sponsored by Local Motive Marketing, Saturday, 3 p.m. Broadcasting live July 14th from North Mountain Brewing Company in Sunny Slope.
This is Wrench Nation.
Have you talked about the smell of some, now I don't want to gross any of the audience out, but any of decaying rodents?
But listen, fresh fish smell from your vehicle could be a sign of very old antifreeze leaking.
Car talk, car culture, car tips, car music, all that is car. Wrench Nation.
Saturdays at 8 a.m. here on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
We really ought to get the patriots of this country, not just the motorcycle clubs and people that, still believe in the Second Amendment, private property, but the veterans who've been targeted by the Democrats, by the globalists. I mean, we've got the reports, I've shown them on air, where DHS domestic terror warning, where they said that we stand by veterans being the number one terror threat in America with no evidence, no metrics, no nothing.
Alex Jones, nights 1 to 4 a.m. Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
Hi, Rick and Dave
30
here.
seconds. The Elton Brothers on KFNX.
Have you ever pulled in front of a listing, can't get a hold of anyone, and just wanted more info and photos?
That's so annoying.
Well, we have an app for you.
Simply text Elton to 32323.
It's completely free and downloads right to your mobile device.
So any real estate sign across the valley.
Text Elton to 32323 and get all the MLS info right to your phone.
Immediately.
The Elton Brothers, putting real estate in the palm of your hand.
Tune in Thursdays at 11 a.m.
I would whistle along with that, but I know I'd blow it. Whistle blow, no pun intended. Welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. I'm Bob Miller. I am a licensed massage therapist, therapeutic massage, trigger point, and pain management specialist with New Serenity Massage, located in Peoria at Sonora and Life Solution Counseling Offices. And I have this show on every Friday at 9 p.m. on Independent Talk, 1100 KNFX, trying to get out the message that, hey, there is an answer if you are in pain. I have rarely run across pain issues with people that I could not at least bring some relief, if not totally get rid of it for them. It's just, actually, I'm helping the body get rid of the issues. But we're talking about the trigger points in the muscle, and what causes trigger points in the muscle is daily activity, just things we do where we put our body in a position for long periods of time. That's not the natural neutral position. Neutral position is looking straight ahead. This happens, just in daily activities. Big problem is cell phones. I'm not telling anybody not to use your cell phones. We all love our cell phones, but the position you put your head in when you're looking at your cell phone, most people hold it down and look down at their cell phone, and then you're texting, you're reading text, you're sending text, you're reading Facebook, you're posting on Facebook, you're reading emails, writing emails, and watching Netflix, and you've just spent quite a bit of time with your head in the downward position. Or people that don't use phones reading books, people that do paperwork on a desk looking down at a desk. That is not a natural position for your neck muscles to be in. Your head weighs 10 to 12 pounds. When your neck is straight, all the muscles around your neck and shoulders, all they got to do is balance your head so it doesn't flop over on you. But once you start looking down, gravity is grabbing onto your face and trying to pull your head down. So all these muscles are flexing to resist gravity. Same concept if you're holding a gallon of milk at arm's length. It starts straining the muscles because all these muscles are flexed. Same thing happens when you got your head bent down. When you're looking down just a little bit, that 12-pound head of yours, now with the torque resisting, the muscle resistance is like your head weighs 27 pounds. If you're holding the phone down by your chest and looking way down at it, that is 60 pounds of torque that your muscles are fighting for all that time you're spending staring at your phone. So I tell people, don't stop using your phone. Just hold it more at shoulder level. That's going to take a lot of strain out of your muscles there. And, computers are the same way. You work in a job that you have two computer screens. I hear this all the time. As soon as I feel somebody's neck, I can describe how their computers are set up and how many years they've been working on a computer job. If you have two screens and they're side by side, you're sitting between the two with the keyboard right in front of you. You're always going to have a home screen. You're going to have the one screen you do most of your stuff on. So you're sitting with your head turned a little bit to one side. And that's going to be for several hours of your day, most of your day. You look at the other screen occasionally, you do something on the other screen occasionally, but you've just spent a good part of your day every day for years and years with your head turned just a little bit. And that's going to strain the muscles on the opposite side. If you're looking to the right screen, which most people do, the muscles on the left side are going to get strained, get knots in them. Those knots are going to be right on the brachial plexus, which is the four main nerves that comes out of the side of your neck and goes down to your arms all the way to your fingertips. And you're going to notice after a while, hey, I get tingling in my fingers sometimes. Normally it's going to be, there's all these people right now out there in radio land are looking at their hand and saying, yeah, I get that. And I'll tell you, it's going to be your thumb and your first two fingers. That's where you're getting the tingling. You go to the doctor, unfortunately, a lot of times they're going to say, oh, you have carpal tunnel syndrome. You should go and have surgery for this. Guess what? It's not carpal tunnel syndrome about 80% of the time. I worked with a girl once who had told me she had dated a carpal tunnel surgeon. He did not diagnose it. He was just the guy that did the cutting, did the surgery. And he told her in confidence that 8 out of 10 people, as soon as he opens up their wrist, he can see they don't have carpal tunnel syndrome. And he was afraid to tell anybody that because he might get sued. So he'd just finish the surgery, stitch them up and say, I hope everything works out for you. And so now they still have the knots in the neck that are bothering the nerve and the pain and the tingling. And they have to heal up from surgery that they didn't need, that they don't even know they didn't need. Even in the medical journals, it says 80% of the carpal tunnel cases that are diagnosed are incorrectly diagnosed. But that's something I fix up on people. I've had a few people that were actually scheduled for carpal tunnel surgery when they had come to me for a massage and they had just mentioned, oh yeah, I have carpal tunnel surgery. I'm, getting surgery, or I have carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm getting surgery in the next couple of weeks or a month or whatever their date was. And I go, well, let me check out your neck first. See if we can, see what's really going on. And sure enough, work on the neck, get the muscles out, not bothering the nerve. And they're like, oh, the tingling's gone. Wow. It's really amazing. But the stuff that I work on, the knots in the muscle that's bothering the nerve does not show up on x-rays. It does not show up on MRIs because it's just looks like muscle tissue. But the only way you can find it's there and know where it is to manually palpate the muscle, feel around in the muscle. And that's what I do. That's 80% of my massage, probably more than 80% of the time I spend massaging someone is doing trigger point work, because that is the most effective way to get pain. I can do relaxation massages if somebody wants a relaxation massage, but it's very rare. Even when I started out working at some of those, I call them the fast food places of massage that are popping up all over the place, I was noticing that like 99% of the people, maybe 1 out of 100 people would come in and say, oh, I just want relaxation. Nothing hurts. I have no tension. I don't get headaches. It was so rare to find somebody that was like that. Everybody had something going on. And then even the ones that didn't tell me they had something going on, I'd start my massage and I'd say, wow, you got some knots here in your low back. You don't get low back pain? And they go, oh yeah, I do. But I thought that was just normal. That's just getting old. And it's like, hey, guess what? You don't have to have these pains. They're very easy to fix. I just release the knots. That's why I'm doing this show. That's why I'm in business for myself now, because it's so effective. You can find my website at I'llFixYou.com and Pain Management Arizona. The name of the show is Pain Management Arizona. I am streaming live right now on YouTube. I'm trying to see if I can be known as the person that wears the ugliest shirt on radio. So if you want to go to YouTube and look up my channel, painmanagementarizona.com, you can go to, it's Pain Management Arizona YouTube. Painmanagementarizona.com gets you to one of my website that will link you to my other one. And I have a lot of great stretching charts, some free ebooks on my website that you can get to. Stretching is awesome. Stretching is great. I recommend stretching when you wake up in the morning before you get out of bed. If you've ever seen a dog or a cat wake up from sleeping, the first thing they do is stretch. They stretch their front legs. They stretch their back legs. They stretch their back. Then they go on with their dog and cat things. People need to do the same thing. We wake up in the morning. Don't just get out of bed, get on your feet and, head to the bathroom and then head to life. Take a minute, take 2 minutes, do some stretching before you even climb out of the bed. It's going to make your whole day go better. And stretching will help prevent your muscles from knotting up. It's just really a good thing to do. And I teach my clients specific stretches to go with the specific problem or issue that they're having, because it'll help. It will really help. I don't want them to undo all the good work I do when I get the knots out of their muscle and make their pain go away. And we are taking some calls today. If you have a question or, comment about massage, trigger point therapy, pain issues, call us here at the station at KFNX at 602-277-KFNX. That's 602-277-5369. If you just tuned in, you're listening to Pain Management Arizona. PainManagementArizona.com is the website. Pain Management Arizona is the YouTube page. Pain Management Arizona at Gmail. You can send me a question, comment, or a joke you want to hear on the air. I can do that too. Got to do a little bit of different stuff. Can't be too serious in life. And I am Bob Miller, Pain Management Specialist. And we will be back in just a few minutes. And maybe I'll tell you one of those jokes that I heard once that is appropriate for radio.
Congressional leaders remember John McCain on Friday as one of the bravest souls our nation has ever produced. McCain lay in state in the Capitol Rotunda. Correspondent Sunland Safadi.
The ceremonial unit of the U.S. Capitol Police, they will keep watch throughout the night of his body. In the morning tomorrow, he will be driven to the National Cathedral for the service there, but a poignant stop along the way. The hearse will pause briefly at the Vietnam Veterans War Memorial. His wife, Cindy, will get out and lay a wreath, and then on to the National Cathedral.
New charges are being filed against 5 suspects from the New Mexico compound where 11 starving children were rescued. FBI charging the 5 with conspiracy and federal firearms violations. The death toll from a collision between a Greyhound bus and a semi-truck in New Mexico is now up to 8. I'm Barton Eckert.
I believe that God created you, and he also created an abundance of organic
KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, mostly clear with a low of 83. For your Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 105. Sunday, sunny with a high of 102, and Labor Day, sunny with a high near 101. I'm staff weathercaster Tim Livingston from the KFNX WeatherBug Weather Center.
Currently in downtown Phoenix, it's 98 degrees.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic massage with trigger point therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. But trigger point therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraines, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
I'm Francis Battaglia, president of Independent Talk 1100 KFNX, and we're expanding our lineup of local talk shows. We're looking for individuals, business owners, and professionals to host their own radio talk show. This would be a new weekly show that either you pay for or help get sponsors to fund your show. You would pick the topic, select guests, and take calls from the listening audience. There is no experience necessary, and we provide training. Call me at 602-277-1100, extension 1463, 602-277-1100, extension 1463.
Listen to Healthy House Call, Arizona's most popular live wellness talk radio show, featuring functional and integrated medicine, right here on Independent Talk, KFNX 1100 AM. Sponsored by Healthy Habit Health Foods. Come visit the real deal.
It's a great time of year to be outdoors, enjoying local streams and rivers. We assume these waters are safe and clean, but for the most part, no one knows. That's a problem. One we can do something about. The Isaac Walton League of America can help us get started, from stream cleanups with friends to simple water quality tests designed for volunteers like you and me. The League has been helping volunteers find and fix water quality problems for almost 50 years with simple tools that produce results you can use to test streams for pollution, to get your friends and neighbors involved, and to protect streams where we enjoy the outdoors. To get started, visit iwla.org/radio. That's iwla.org/radio.
Are you ready to hear about world news without the politically correct spin? Are you ready to listen to important national issues that affect you? Then listen in to the Alex Molesky Show every Saturday at 4 p.m. right here on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX.
Hello and welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. I'm Bob Miller, licensed massage therapist, therapeutic massage, trigger point, and pain management specialist with New Serenity Massage, here with you every Friday, 9 p.m. on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX. We are talking about pain management, things we can do to avoid pain, things we can do to get rid of pain. And I did mention I would tell a joke on the air. And it's risky telling pirate jokes, but we're going to go for it. So, a merchant ship hundreds of years ago on the high seas. The captain's on the deck of the ship. He hears the cry from the crow's nest. Captain, there's a pirate ship approaching. Captain turns to cabin boy and says, cabin boy, bring me my red shirt. Cabin boy brings him his red shirts. The pirates board the ship. They fight off the pirates. The next day, the captain's on the deck. He hears the cry from the crow's nest. Captain, there's 2 pirate ships approaching. The captain turns and says, cabin boy, bring me my red shirt. Cabin boy brings him his red ship's shirt. The pirates board, another big bloody battle, and they fight off the pirates. That night at dinner, one of the crew asks the captain, he says, Captain, why every time the pirates are going to board, you call for your red shirt? And the captain says, if I am wearing my red shirt and I am injured in battle, no, my crew will not notice, and they will continue to fight bravely. And his crew is like, oh, wow, that's so cool. So the next day, the captain's up on the deck, and he hears the cry from the crow's nest. Captain, there's 10 pirate ships approaching. And the crew looks to the captain to hear him call for his red shirt. And the captain says, cabin boy, bring me my brown pants. Okay, yeah, that was bad. That was bad, but it's hard to tell pirate jokes on the air. Okay, we're taking calls. I believe we have Brent on line 37. Are you there, Brent?
Hi. Yes, sir. I like the joke. I thought that was pretty good. But I had a question about, really it was I've had some massage therapy before and it really worked wonders, but my mom had carpal tunnel syndrome. She had surgery on her wrist, and I heard you talking about that. And just recently, she's in another state right now traveling, but she said her shoulder froze up, her arm was frozen. I'll have to call tomorrow to see how it is, but could that be a symptom of that surgery, or
how long ago did she have the surgery?
Probably, I think it was probably about 2 months ago.
Okay, I really would doubt, I can't say for sure, but I really wouldn't think that would be anything caused by the surgery. But that could be a symptom of the trigger points in the side of the neck. The same thing I was talking about that gives the same symptoms. Like what I do, if she came in to talk to me, I would look at what's called the scalene muscles, which you have 3 scalenes on each side of your neck. Those are the muscles that the nerves come right between. And if you get a knot in that muscle, it's kind of about an inch or 2 above the top of the shoulder on the side of the neck. There's a spot that when I'm working on somebody's neck, I know for sure that when I push on that spot, they're going to feel a sensation run through their shoulder. And if they have shoulder issues, I will normally find a knot in that area, and I'll put gentle pressure on it, hold on to it until it releases, and then their shoulder pain goes away. But also it could be a knot in the pectoralis major, in the chest muscle. Because I've had that before too. I had somebody that had been to a doctor about their shoulder pain. She was a concert cellist, constant repetitive arm motion. The doctor just wanted to give her pills. She said she didn't want to take pills, and the doctor said, go home, put ice on it. I was working on her. I was feeling around in her upper chest, and I found a knot, and I put a little pressure on it. She says, I feel that right in my shoulder, right in the joint where it normally hurts. I got it to release after about 20 seconds, and she starts moving her arm all over the place, saying my shoulder pain is completely gone. That was actually my first real trigger point success that got me so interested in it. But I would say, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, does she live here, or is she going to be out of state for a while?
Yeah, she lives here.
Oh, okay.
In Santan.
Oh, okay. How far away is that from Peoria? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it's quite a way. It'd probably be an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. Are you up in that area too? Or are you?
I live in downtown Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Well, tell mom to come down and visit you, and you can bring her in. She can get, I can work on her, see if we can get the shoulder pain to go away, and then you can take her out to dinner.
Okay. Now, what was your website again?
We'll go to painmanagementarizona.com.
Painmanagementarizona.com.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll get you the site. And definitely, I mean, like I said, all the regular massage places, they charge, like around $70 or $80 for your first visit, then $99 after that. I only charge $50, all the time, because there's no need to charge high prices. And most of those places don't have people that can do what I do at the level I do it.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad. I'm sure you're helping out a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
it's really
one
rewarding.
quick thing. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying one quick thing. That can freeze up your arm though, if it's tight enough. I guess in the neck or the chest muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, most of the time it's
Wow.
going to be in the side of the neck, and it can give you burning, itching, tingling, numbness in the arm all the way down to the fingers, or just in the shoulder, just down to the elbow. There's just so many different places because the nervous system is just so complex. There's even places underneath the armpit on the teres minor muscle. I did have one lady that told me that her doctor said she had bursitis in her shoulder and asked me if I could take work on that shoulder a little bit. And, basically with bursitis, there's no cure to it. You're going to be on medication the rest of your life and live with the pain. But I found a knot underneath her armpit on the teres minor muscle that was on the nerve. I got it to release, and all of a sudden she could move her arm freely again. So it was misdiagnosed. She did not have bursitis. So it's really amazing. And it's just so easy. It's a very gentle process too. It's not, I don't go jamming elbows into people like you always hear about with massage therapists. It's very gentle, very precise.
And you're addressing the muscle rather than a chiropractor just not dealing with the muscle and dealing with the bones. So,
yeah, actually massage and chiropractic really go hand in hand, because a lot of times when you have a vertebrae out of place, it's because the muscle's really tight and pulling it out of place. So you just go to a chiropractor, they snap you back into place, but you still got the tension in the muscle. It's going to pull it right back out again. So if you get a massage the same day you get an adjustment, the adjustment sticks a lot better.
Oh, wow. Well, that's great to know.
Yeah, great. I'm glad you called in.
Yeah. Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
Great
definitely
show.
check out my site, and when your mom gets back, bring her in for an appointment. We can get
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for that call. And that sounds like somebody I can definitely fix. That's what I get all day long, is people that tell me that, oh, I have this issue. I've had this issue. I've gone to the doctor. I've gone to chiropractic. I've been in physical therapy. I've been taking pills. I've been this. And then they come to me and I feel around on the muscles that are on the nerves. That it's for me, it's just real basic, because, a lot of times when you go to some professionals, what they do is they rely on what other people have written down about these symptoms before. They've read the books, they have the charts. So somebody comes in with X, Y, and Z, do A, B, and C. Somebody comes and says they have X, Y, and Z. I say, hey, I'm going to look at L, Q, and W, because I know that's where it normally comes from. And it's very rewarding. I am just so grateful to be in this profession and do it in the way that I've learned how to do it. I went to Cortiva Institute here in Scottsdale. And when I was there, it was, I believe, the top ranked massage school in the country. Some of the greatest instructors I've ever seen there. They were just awesome. I do want to give a quick shout out to one of my sponsors, Vape It Up Vape Shop, Arizona's premier vape shop and lounge. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook at Vape It Up AZ, or go to vapeitupaz.com to check out their site. And if you like and share on Facebook and mention that you heard about them on the radio, you qualify for exclusive product deals. And when we come back, we'll take more calls. If anybody wants to call in, that 602-277-5369, talk about pain issues of you or a family member or anybody you know. And I'll save the rest of my jokes for next week.
He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic massage with trigger point therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. The trigger point therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraines, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Tweens have mastered the art of tuning out. Jen, there's a spider in the car. We're turning your room into a home gym. See? Nothing. But some messages need to get through, like making sure they're buckled up the whole ride, every time. Do whatever it takes to make your child listen. Jen, I friended your boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Buckle up, sweetie.
Never give up until they buckle up. Learn more at safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Arrowhead Grill in Glendale and Preston Steakhouse in North Scottsdale are redefining contemporary dining in the Valley. Join their email club and receive Arizona's only authentic 10-ounce prime Delmonico steak, an American culinary classic, and their famous butter cake for free on your birthday. Enjoy an unparalleled dining experience, whether it's an intimate evening for 2 or a corporate event for 50. Arrowhead Grill and Preston's are locally owned and family operated, serving 3 generations of heritage in every bite. Log on now to arrowheadgrill.com or prestonscottsdale.com to book your reservations, special occasions, or monthly wine tastings. Don't forget to join the email club to receive free steak and cake on your birthday.
Last year, the Treasury Department says that there was more millionaires and more billionaires made in the United States than in the entire history of our country put together.
The Fly Mackey Show, every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. right here on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX.
I'm Steve Cates, host of the popular radio show A Call to Rights. Heard here for the last 10 years on Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX. Join me for our radio show at 11 a.m. on 1100 each Sunday, as we explore ways to remain free and cherish freedom. Important issues from the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and so much more. Check us to learn more at calltorights.com. Always refuse to be a victim and never be a spectator in the fight for freedom.
The Del Walmsley Show, weekdays at 2 p.m.
As I've been watching the growth of the passive investors, there has become a core group that are almost like professional passive investors. They've got a system down that's just unbelievable. And I'm talking about a system that does massive diversification to protect their long-term wealth, to protect their life savings, to where they're diversifying across multiple lead investors.
Everything you need to know about finance and real estate. For more information, mypassiveincomesystem.com. mypassiveincomesystem.com.
The hardest part of losing weight is keeping it off, right? That's because your body thinks the weight you were at before is normal. So when does it get easier to maintain weight loss? I have the answer. Join me, John Tesh, Saturday nights at 10 on Independent Talk 1100 KFNX.
We are back. Welcome back to Pain Management Arizona. Again, I am Bob Miller, licensed massage therapist. I do therapeutic massage, trigger point therapy. I am a pain management specialist with New Serenity Massage. I'm at the Sonoran Life Solutions office in Peoria, Arizona. Sonoran Life Solutions is a counseling office. They do individual, group, and family counseling. Awesome place there. I have an office in their building. And we are talking about pain management with trigger point therapy as a great solution to pain issues that you've not been able to get help with anywhere else. Even if you've got some help with, in other fashions, acupuncture, chiropractic, physical therapy. If it hasn't completely gone away or you're not getting the progress that you'd like, give me a call. Go to my website and or call my office directly to book an appointment. As I said, that's New Serenity Massage at Sonoran Life Solutions. The number to book an appointment is 623-974-3333. That's 623-974-3333. They can book an appointment or go to my website. I am Pain Management Arizona all over the place. Pain Management Arizona is the radio show. PainManagementArizona.com gets you to my website. PainManagementArizona@gmail. You can send me an email with questions, comments, or if you have a joke appropriate for the radio, maybe I'll tell that one on. My pirate joke was one I stole from somebody decades ago. I like that joke. But yeah, if you want to try to call in now, we might have time for one more question. The radio station phone number is 602-277-KFNX. Call in if you have a question or comment, and let people know about my show here, or just tell them the website. Easy way to remember is the main website you can get to is I'llFixYou.com. I have that on the back of my truck to let people know that, hey, there is a solution. You do not have to live in pain. I have had amazing successes with 99% of the people I work on, getting rid of headaches, back pain, sciatic pain, hip pain, even numbness in the limbs. Because people who have had cancer and have gone through chemotherapy, one of the main side effects of chemotherapy is peripheral neuropathy. They lose feeling in the feet, toes, sometimes completely below the knee. And the medical world has not figured out how to restore feeling in people's legs. And I've already had a dozen people so far that had gotten on my table and didn't bother to tell me that they had no feeling in, their foot, because they'd been living with it for more than a decade. One of them was 20 years that they had no feeling. And I was just doing my thing with my trigger point therapy. As soon as I start massaging, my fingers will feel the knots. I don't always have to look for them. As soon as I start the basic warm-up massage, I can just feel that they're there. And I just start, oh, hey, let me release these. It'll make you feel better. And then they're like, oh, wow, I got feeling back in my foot. And I'm like, how long has your foot been numb? Oh, 14 years. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now you have feeling back in your foot again. It's just really amazing. I'm trying to put together a research study to work on several people that have been suffering with peripheral neuropathy. So if you know anybody that has peripheral neuropathy, the numbness in the leg and the foot from diabetes or chemotherapy treatment, give them my email address, the painmanagementarizona@gmail. Have them send me a mail. I'll probably be able to work on them possibly at a discounted rate as well, just to make sure that my technique works on everybody. Because like I said, none of these people ever told me in advance they had this. I just accidentally found it and fixed it, got the feeling back in their foot. It's a lot of fun what you can do with the body when you actually look for where the cause of the problem is instead of just trying to treat the symptom. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about avoiding getting the stress in the muscles, the tension in the muscles, the knots in the muscle. One of the big things I recommend to people is drop your shoulders down, because we have this fight or flight instinct in our brain that as soon as our mind starts getting really active, that part of the brain thinks your mind is active. There must be danger around. I better start tightening up some of your muscles just halfway, so you're ready to run away if you have to, climb a tree, or get in a fight with a bear. That's not the case these days. That part of the brain never evolved. It kept us safe back in the old days, back in the caveman days. But now, back in the caveman days, that's pretty much the only time your mind was really active, was when there was danger around or you were hunting. So you needed to have your muscles just ready to snap into action. And so it tightens up those muscles. But now we have computers and cell phones and driving and jobs, and so we're thinking all the time now. So that part of the brain is like, whoops, you're thinking, you better tighten up your muscles. So we're running around wearing our shoulders like earrings. And we have to make a conscious effort to drop your shoulders down several times a day. You have to think, oh gosh, my shoulders are up, drop them down. And I have to drop my shoulders down 30 or 40 times a day, because I catch myself with my shoulders up, especially when I'm driving. And the best way I have found to explain to people how to remember to keep track of dropping your shoulders down is remember the phrase, it's time to drop my shoulders. So let looking at the time be your cue. That you look at because we look at the time 100 times a day. We look at it on our phone, on our wristwatch, on the clock on the wall. So let looking at the time remind you, oh yeah, time to drop my shoulders. Okay, it's 6 minutes to the hour. Great. Drop my shoulders, instantly feels better, takes the tension out of the muscle. Muscles aren't going to knot up in it, as easily. And stay hydrated. We don't drink enough water as human beings. Coffee doesn't count as water. Colas don't count as water. Clear liquids will help keep you hydrated. And they always used to say, oh, drink 8 glasses of water a day. It's like, okay, let's see. I weigh 225 pounds. Her over there weighs 105 pounds, but we're both supposed to drink the same amount of water? No. Drink half your body weight in ounces per day. Easy way to remember it. Half your body weight in ounces. And that's only if you're in the air conditioning all day and you're not working out, you're not exercising, you're not out in the heat. Because if you're doing that, pick it up, kick it up a notch, drink even more. And that will help. Every system of your body works on water, from the blood in your body to your muscles to your bones. Everything needs water to function properly and at the best rate. An easy way to tell if you're dehydrated is kind of like just pinch your skin and see how quickly it snaps back. It should snap right back. Or when you take off your socks and you got that ring around your ankle where your socks have been holding on to your ankle, if that doesn't go away within 10 to 15 minutes at the most, you're not drinking enough water. You're underhydrated. I get people on my table, and that's how I can tell that they're underhydrated, because I've been working on them for 45 minutes and they still got sock lines on their ankles. And I was like, oh, hey, you really need to step up your water intake. And it's vital. It really is. And I'll admit, I don't drink enough water myself. I try to, but I have to put flavoring in it. I got to get those little flavor packets that make it taste like Kool-Aid or lemonade, because regular water bores me. And so let's see what. And as far as we're going to be doing my show here every Friday at 9 p.m. on KFNX 1100 AM. And remember to stay hydrated. That's important. Stretch before activities, even work. If you work at a desk, stretch in the morning when you wake up. It's going to make your whole day go better. And pay attention to how you're using and abusing your body. Hold your cell phone up around shoulder level. Drop your shoulders when you can. Remember, it's time to drop your shoulders. Try to get in the habit of doing that. And if you do have chronic pain and we're told you have to live with it, you probably don't. Get a massage from a qualified trigger point specialist. There's not a lot of us out there, but if you go somewhere, ask them, do you have somebody that is a specialist? And visit my website at painmanagementarizona.com for free stuff. Call New Serenity Massage at Sonoran Life Solutions at 623-974-3333, 623-974-3333 to book an appointment at Sonoran Life Solutions at my Peoria office. Go to 1100knfx.com or go to I'llFixYou.com for more information. I want to thank my board operator, Justin. He rocks. Without him, I would not be on the air. I would be sitting here in a lonely little booth all by myself with no one to laugh at my stupid pirate jokes. And I will be back next week. Tell your friends, tune in. We got some great information on how to stay pain-free and be pain-free. And I am out of here.
The information and opinions you hear on this radio show are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KFNX, its affiliates, management, or advertisers.
I'llFixYou.com. Therapeutic Massage with Trigger Point Therapy. This is real lasting pain relief. Regular massage is great, feels good, great for the body. The Trigger Point Therapy corrects the problem that's causing the pain at the source, even decades-old pain. Headaches, back pain, migraines, sciatic pain, and so much more. Safe, natural, and gentle, half the price of the big chains, only $50 per hour. Go to I'llFixYou.com.
Hi, Solar Sandy here. Currently, you're buying expensive power from your power company, paying fees, taxes, and all kinds of charges for your electricity. I want you to save money on a bill you're already spending too much on, and it's going to keep going up. To get saving with solar, fill out my kilowatt worksheet, and then I come to your house to show you how many panels you need and how much PYOP, producing your own power, will save you. No more high electric bills. It's really quite simple.